Hi there, my name is Vladdy, and today I'll be doing a tutorial on the Darksiders 3 duplication glitch. Let me start out by saying that this glitch has been confirmed working up to patch 1.04. Any further patches might still work, but I cannot confirm that, so keep that in mind. If you have a physical copy of the game, you can uninstall the game, go to your PlayStation settings and disable automatic updates. You can then reinstall the game, and this will make it so you can play the game on patch 1.0. Quick side note, if you have any save files that use a newer patch, you won't be able to load those save files until you updated the game again. Once you're inside the game, you go to a location where you are sure that there are items that you want to duplicate. In my case, I picked this specific spot, because when I quit out and reload the game, I'll respawn right here, which is really convenient because all the items and materials that I want to duplicate are really close by. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go quit out the game. Now there are two methods of activating this duplication glitch. I will show you both methods. Both have the same result and it just comes down to preference, but there's not a big difference between them. The first one being go to load game, press circle and go to load game again. However, this time you press circle and X at roughly the same time. You can see my inputs in the top right. As you can see, now I have an overlay on top of the main menu, which says load game, load save. This is basically enough to start a duplication glitch. I'm now going to show you the second method that you can use to have the same sort of overlay. The second method is go to options. This time you press triangle and circle at roughly the same time. Again, you can see my inputs in the top right screen. It's the same overlay, but then with a different name. Instead of the load game, it now says reset to default. Again, it just comes down to preference. One is a little bit faster than the other, but they both have the same result, so it comes down to preference. As you can see, you can still move the bar up and down behind the reset to default overlay. So go to load game, load the save file, just like normal, but press X again to keep the load game, load save file overlay on top of the load screen. Once the game has loaded, press circle and options twice. Again, you can see the inputs in the top right of the screen. Like so. This will make it so the overlay of the whole main menu disappears and it makes it easier to walk around the place. So now the duplication glitch is active. There are a couple of downsides to having the duplication glitch. The first of which is you're unable to dash or evade, whatever you want to call it. As you can see, I'm pressing the button, but nothing is happening. Also, I'm unable to swap consumables. As you can see, I'm pressing the D-pad buttons, but nothing is changing. It just gets stuck on the Netherlands respite. So those are the two main downsides of the duplication glitch. So you walk up to an item, you can see the circle prompt. You could just spam that circle button. You're able to duplicate items as many times as you want. Look at that bottom right of the screen. You can see a load icon. While that load icon is in display, you are unable to duplicate items. Don't ask me why, but that's just the way it is. Also, don't try to fall down too far from a ledge where you will red orb if you have a load icon in display. If the load icon is in display and you fall down too far, you'll end up in a weird place. If you want to test it out, go ahead, be my guest. But trust me, it's not really fun. So that's what you need to keep in mind. Just be aware of the load icon. I'll show you what happens if you try to duplicate while the load icon is in display. So first we're going to duplicate this demonic artifact. You can see the load icon. I tried to duplicate the sliver, but I was unable to because the load icon was in display. So keep that in mind. Now, this is the easiest method, but there is a little tiny thing. The first time you loot an item, an upgrade item, or a lurcher, you get an information screen. And the information screen makes it so you can duplicate items. Obviously, consumables will not give you an information screen, so we were unable to duplicate those. But once you open your character screen, you're still able to duplicate those as well. This also includes the luminous visages, which give you an instant level, which is really convenient. So you open up this menu and you press circle. Make sure you're close enough to the item, and again, make sure the load icon is not in display before you start doing this. Once you're done duplicating the item, you can press the character screen again, and as you can see, the load icon is again there on the bottom right of the screen.
That tree, it's impressive.
Now there are
But is
3
it
ways
just
of
me,
getting
or is
rid
it
of
out
this
of place
duplication
here?
glitch, because at one point you want to get rid of it.
Most likely we will
Well,
find
actually 4 ways,
refuge
but some are safer than others. By safer I mean if you quit out while there is a load icon to display, all your items will be gone and you have to activate the duplication glitch again.
And who's
The easiest method would be
What would
to
I-
trigger a
that
cutscene
infamy?
like I just did.
What do you know?
This will make it so the duplication glitch is gone and you're able to dash again and switch consumables again. As you can see, I still have my 79 strength shards. I still have all my demonic artifacts, and I still have all my lurchers that I picked up and duplicated. The other method of getting rid of the duplication glitch would be to die. But remember, the load icon needs to be gone from your screen. If it's in display, all your duplicated items will be gone and you'll have to do it all over again. And the last final method would be to talk to Vulgrim and teleport to another location. This will also remove the duplication glitch. So remember, the duplication glitch works great, but be sure that there are no load icons in display while you're trying to duplicate an item, or a load icon is in display if you fall too far down. Those are basically the downsides and the plus sides of duplication glitch. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned a lot of it, and I hope you're able to duplicate all the items to your heart's content. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.